Hello and welcome back, all soccer fans, all football fans. This is Arsenal FanTV America, coming to you here from the Pacific Northwest, USA. Finally, we are top of the league. Top of the league. Yes, Arsenal are top of the league after a win against Brentford today. A tough win against Brentford. Let me tell you, I didn't really think Arsenal will score. And I tell you why. The second half, three-quarter in of the second half, we had 2 shots on goal. Yes, we did have a goal that wasn't counted in the first half. And after that goal, I didn't really think Arsenal would score. I'm going to be honest with you. Because there was no creativity. The ball goes to Bukayo Saka, comes back to Odegaard. The ball goes to Odegaard. He turns it to the left side. You see all these passes to Zinchenko, and Zinchenko goes to Martinelli, and Martinelli puts it in. Far post, nobody's there. Even you could see Mikel Arteta on the sidelines. He's pissed off. Why? Because that's the same thing I think they talk about, or the same play they run over and over and over again in training, but it's not happening. However, before we go on and discuss what happened in the game, let's just calm down. Of course, we're very excited. Arsenal fans are on cloud 9 because finally, this is the first time this year we see us on top of the league. Not for a half hour. One time we were on top of the league for a half hour till City played. But this time we're on top of the league. 13 games in. We have 30 points. Manchester City drew earlier with Liverpool. Thank you, Liverpool. They drew 1-1. So now City's second, 13 games, 29 points. Liverpool is third, 13 games, 28 points. And then we go to our noisy neighbor. They're now fourth. And I told you that a couple of episodes ago. They're not going to last. They're now fourth with 26 points. They do have a game in hand. They still have a game they didn't play. So we'll see what happened. Even if they won that game, they'd be 29 points and they will be tight with Manchester City. So, what a win. But let's just go and talk about who started for Arsenal today. Finally, we have Ramsdale in goal. Are you going to tell me why is Ramsdale in goal? Because David Raya, Mikel Arteta's favorite, was and still is a Brentford player. He is just on loan to Arsenal. And if the player is on loan, then you don't play Premier League against your own team. Therefore, we saw David Raya sitting outside, and Ramsdale was our number one. He started today. Listen, I like Ramsdale. I know you're going to tell me there was a couple of mistakes in the game. You could see his confidence is low after what happened between him and Mikel Arteta, and after him sitting out for a while. Players get rusty when they don't have game times or enough game time, or psychologically it just misses with their head. So, yes, a couple of mistakes. Every goalkeeper does mistakes. And Ramsdale today did a mistake, but he was able to recover and correct. And, of course, a couple of saves by him were great. A couple of interceptions by him were great. Again, I like him. I'm more comfortable with Ramsdale than David Raya. In front of him today, Tomiyasu was the right back. Ben White was sitting outside. Out of play, Ben White. Tomiyasu was all over the place today. Didn't do too good, to be honest with you. Next to him was Willie Saliba. Of course, William Saliba and Gabriel. This partnership, I think, is the best in the Premier League. So hopefully, knock on wood, they stay that way till the end of the season, because we know what happened last season. We don't want to go back and, say what happened last season. You all know it. And on the left-hand side was Zinchenko. Of course, we know Zinchenko. One game he's great. One game he gives goals away. But today, he was not bad. He actually saved us from getting scored on. So he saved the goal. Now let's go to midfield, which is always our dilemma as Arsenal fans. Who will be starting? Or Mikel Arteta is going to start who? It's always the dilemma, midfield. So today, he started Trossard, Martin Odegaard, that just came back from injury, and Declan Rice behind him. Of course, Declan Rice, man of the match again. This guy, without him, I don't know what would Arsenal do, because he was all over the place. He was the one intercepting everything. He was the one that's trying to make plays from the back. He really was all over the place. The three up front, we went back to our original three: Martinelli, Gabby Jesus, and Bukayo Saka on the right side. Now, Trossard in the middle, that's a game I ought to play Kai Havertz. I don't know, again, Thomas Partey still, there's an injury of some sort that he's still, we don't know. Vague updates about Thomas Partey. But hey, it is what it is. Those were the starting 11 for Arsenal. Now, first half, like I said, I didn't see pretty football from Arsenal. I just saw this. The goal is right there. There's no penetration. And just a couple of balls on top. That one of them got to Gabby Jesus from Bukayo Saka. He took it on goal. He was by himself. He should have scored, but he didn't. The goalkeeper stopped it, and here Trossard scored it. Now, the linesman didn't give it as an offside. Before VAR, this would have been a goal. And I don't care what VAR says, that's a goal. That is 120%. I don't care about these lines they draw or not, because listen, VAR, especially in England, Premier League said, no, we're not going to use the technology used at the World Cup, the 3D technology. Why would you do that? I have no idea. They just want to always leave it vague. They don't want something to be, legit. I don't know why, but it's funny they didn't want to. And today was a prime example. If you see it from any angle, he is definitely onside. But VAR gave it offside. They drew a couple of lines. I don't know based on what, but the goal was canceled. So we go to first half, 0-0. I was nervous. I did not trust Arsenal to go all the way, but I had the belief that we will snatch a goal. You know what I mean? So it was mixed feelings. They didn't give me that sort of, energy that, hey, we're going to go win. We push together and we're going to win. Lots of, mistakes by Odegaard. Our pass and control today, our passing and controlling the ball wasn't up to standards, up to an Arsenal standard. So with that said, comes in the second half. Finally, we did a legit substitute, and we were able to get Martinelli out. That was on a card. And Mikel Arteta decided to put Kai Havertz, which we saw playing as a left back at some point for Germany international break. And Kai Havertz comes in. You could see how positive he was. That's a guy I would have played from the beginning. However, he came in and he did the job. 89th minute, we see a ball from Bukayo Saka to that far post, and finally someone was there. Kai Havertz was there to hit it inside between the goalkeeper's legs. And 1-0 to the Arsenal. Yes, 1-0 to the Arsenal. And top of the league we go. What a great win. I hope that now we can build on this win. We can be consistent because it's crucial. It is very important that we are consistent. Because here's the thing though. We go up high and we go to the top of the league and then we fumble and go down and go lose to whatever, the last, team in the table. So I would love to see Arsenal sit and top of the league till the end of the season. This should be our year. We already are up top. Yes, there are tough games coming up, but I think if we focus and if we're consistent about delivering such, results, win by one goal, win by scrappy goal, it doesn't really matter, but just win, then we can make it. We can make it. But again, you could see the football that we play. It's pretty obvious what we're trying to do on the sides. Not a whole lot of, penetration in the middle. I would love to see these players, Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, Odegaard, Gabby Jesus. They're all very talented players and very skillful. I would love to see a 1-2 and, penetrating from the middle. I would love to see, balls up top like the one Bukayo Saka did, the one to Gabby Jesus, killed the offside trap, and we almost scored. Hey, listen, we have to celebrate the win. We have to celebrate the win, and what a win it was. They kept us to the last minute. Thank you, Gunners, for such a win. We really needed it, coming back from international break, so we can bring our confidence high and start this Christmas season, and Boxing Day is coming in, and start this portion of the season, which is a very important portion from now all the way till January, on a good note. So hopefully we continue our winning streak. Our next game is a Champions League game versus who? Versus RC Lens. And that is a home game. Remember, we went down to France to play them and we lost, right? That was our first loss of the season. Now they're coming to the Emirates. If we win, we qualify to the next round, the round of 16. Come on, you Gunners. Let's do it. Let's qualify to the next round, sit on top of the Premier League, and let's continue our winning streak. Again, we just need more solidarity for the team. We need Jorginho to stop coming in. I mean, he came in at the end. Thank God he didn't start. I just don't feel right when Jorginho is in, our center mid. We just saw him miss a penalty for Italy in the international week again. But hey, listen, we're stuck with him. So hopefully we play him less and we play Kai Havertz more. We play Declan Rice more. Hopefully Thomas Partey comes back. I did like Trossard starting in the midfield, to be honest with you. It wasn't too bad. He did try, and again, he scored that goal that was canceled. So I don't mind Trossard, but I do mind Jorginho because he's too slow for Premier League. He's not as quick as he once was. He's too slow. He's very lethargic. He plays always backwards. We don't need a player like that to come in because I don't see Arsenal playing well when he's on. Now, also Eddie Nketiah did not look good when he came in. So we definitely, this January, we want to look at a striker, at a proper striker. I'm not sure, Gabby Jesus or Nketiah right now are cutting it. As we saw, Gabby Jesus, he doesn't score a whole lot. He has a great game and he gets injured. Comes in for him, Eddie Nketiah, that's wearing number 14, but doesn't act like number 14, to be honest with you. And we can't really depend on him the whole time. It's hard for Eddie to carry Arsenal. So we got to go and look for someone who is Premier League strong. What I mean by that, someone like Haaland, Ivan Toney. We know now that they want an arm and a leg for him, but he might be the one that we can get. So, with that said, Arsenal Football Club, that was a good game, not a great game, but it was a great win. It was a good game, but a great win. And finally, we were able to snatch the 3 points and climb the table on top of Manchester City. And we are top of the league. Thank you, you Gunners. I will see you next for Champions League. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. And hopefully I come back to you midweek with a Champions League win. Thank you very much for watching.